Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barons. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Brooklyn Barons Relocation franchise here on Madden 23. That is right, we continue, and this is going to be an actually massive video. One of the first big important videos of the series entirely, because not only do we have mock draft number 2 that we're going to be taking a look at, but we also have a breakout DB scenario, which I think everybody pretty much knows is going to be Sean Murphy Bunting. Has the ability to go from superstar development to superstar X Factor if he can get probably 3 interceptions or 3 tackles for loss, or well, you know the drill of how to go up from superstar to superstar X Factor. So that is going to be the big challenge for today's episode. Can we get him that? Can our offense go back to back? We beat the Patriots in the last episode. Can we get 2 wins in a row? We only have 2 wins in the season. Can we go back to back? That would be wild. Absolutely wild. I don't know if we can. I hope we can. If you guys are excited, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get right to it. I don't want to waste any more time, and I want to see this breakout DB scenario. Before we can see the DB scenario, I kind of want to take a look at this mock draft. I want to get right into it because this is going to be interesting. They have Connor Allen jumping up 3 spots to number 1. He was down here at 4 when we got the first mock draft, but they think that Connor Allen's going to be the best player in the draft class, and I personally think that Connor Allen's got the potential to be one of the best players in the draft class. He's got great physicals. He looks like a great athlete. He's got finesse moves. He's got deep power moves, which kind of scares me a little bit, but he looks like a really good player. He really does. B awareness, B play rec. Now that I look at it more, though, I don't know if he is going to be the best player in the draft class. I would like to have him on my team, but his stats looked a lot better earlier in the season. I don't know. They have us at number 4 taking DeMarcus Wilbur, a speed rusher from Texas A&M. He's not as great of an athlete, at least in terms of speed, as Connor Allen is. He doesn't have as good of block shedding or power moves. His finesse moves we haven't fully figured out yet. I don't know if I like DeMarcus Wilbur either. John Slater, we're not going to take a quarterback. We have Justin Fields and Malik Willis. We don't need a quarterback. J.D. Wright, a right tackle from Georgia, has pretty good physicals. He has A awareness, which is big for a tackle. He's got A run blocking power, B pass block finesse. I mean, is he a top 5 pick? Maybe. Maybe he's a top 5 pick. I don't really know. This class doesn't seem to have like that automatic stud that's going to be like an X Factor or anything. I thought that it was going to be Connor Allen, but now that we look a little bit more in depth into his individual stats, I don't think that's what it's going to be. I don't think that he's got it in him. I mean, he's probably going to be a really good player. He's probably going to have hidden development. But we'll see as we get later, mock draft 3, mock draft 4, mock draft 5. We'll see if he starts to slip a little bit. Maybe he falls to us. I don't know. Because I do think he's going to be a really good player in the league. I just don't know if he's number 1 pick worthy. I do like this Lonnie Mason guy, though. He's a physical 6'3", 223 out of LSU. He's got good to solid speed. I don't like that. He's got D. Wow, okay, maybe he's not that great. I didn't see that his deep route running was D. He's got A catching traffic, A medium route running, A break tackle, A release. I mean, he looks okay, but this draft class in general doesn't look that great. It really doesn't. I'm not seeing anybody that like pops out of the page, at least in the top 15 or something like that. So we need to definitely do a little bit more scouting because I don't want to miss on any of my draft picks. I just don't see that there's anybody there that really surprises me, really jumps out on the page. Let's figure out if this really is Sean Murphy Bunting. I think we all kind of know that it's basically going to be... It's not Sean Murphy Bunting, it's Ashton Davis. I can't speak for the rest of the defense, but man, last week that was the best game I've played this year. That does huge things for a guy's confidence, you know. Another game like last week, and man, I feel like I've arrived. hold the Falcons to less than 200 yards passing, or get Ashton Davis 1+ interception, forced fumble, tackle for loss, or sack. So he can go from normal development to star. I thought he already had star. Does Ashton Davis not already have star development? Maybe he had normal. Did he have star in Madden 22? I feel like at one point Ashton Davis has had star development. He only has normal, so he is going to go up to star if we get him this. But it's not Sean Murphy Bunting. It is Ashton Davis. Okay, that's a little bit of a surprise, but I'm not going to hate on the fact that we could possibly get our starting free safety star development. Like, I'm not going to hate on that. Plus, he's young. I think that's a big-time win. It's just not the guy that I thought it was going to be. We're taking on the Falcons. They're starting Desmond Ridder. They've completely moved on from Marcus Mariota. Looks like they only complete short passes, so I think we'll continue to do that. That's going to be our best course of action here. And we're going up against Grady Jarrett in this defense, along with AJ Terrell, who we know from the Cougars is very good. So we're going to do throw it. I'm going to do throw it medium this time. I think that might work out for us. And we've still got Tom Lowry, Sawyer Dart, and Dominique Peck in the focus players. I'm still working on getting the staff points up to get the other 3 focus training spots open. We're still 1 point away from getting another one. As you see, we have 19, and I think it takes 20 to get the next one open. So I'm going to save up those points. Josh Allen gets an upgrade point, and I'm going to put it in speed rusher. That gets him up to an 88 overall at speed rusher, and he gets some good stats. I really would like to see him jump up in development trait. That would be pretty cool. But since this is the first time we've played the Atlanta Falcons, I think, yeah, obviously, because they're not in our division, so we wouldn't have played them before. Let's take a look at what their roster looks like in year number 2. They have Desmond Ridder at quarterback. Marcus Mariota still on the roster, but Desmond Ridder has jumped him in overall. And then they have Cordell Patterson still at running back with Chuba Hubbard. Okay, not a great running back room, but Cordell Patterson can be dangerous at times. He is 32, though. Wide receivers, they have Calvin Ridley, but he's hurt. Is this still his suspension injury? No, it's just a dislocated wrist, out for 1 week. So he's not going to play in this game. So they're going to have Drake London, DJ Chark, Josh Robinson, a rookie. Oh, okay. So they don't really have any depth at wide receiver. And with Calvin Ridley out, this wide receiver room looks pretty bad. Then you go to tight end. Obviously, they have the stud that is Kyle Pitts. The offensive line, Jake Matthews, Jalen Mayfield, Matt Hennessy, Chris Lindstrom, and Dillard Radins. Average offensive line at best. Dean Lowry, Grady Jarrett, Tyre Tart on the defensive line. Then you got Arnold Ebakiti. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Deion Jones and Lorenzo Carter on the linebackers. AJ Terrell we know as the stud corner with Casey Hayward, Isaiah Oliver. Quentin Spellman, a rookie from Utah, starting strong safety. Looks like a pretty good player. Does he have development? Does he have star? He does have star. Okay, good pick for them. And then Landon Collins at strong safety. Younghoe Koo is still the kicker, and Tommy Townsend is their punter. Okay, so, I mean, the Falcons aren't amazing. They're not terrific, but, I mean, hey, they're playing over their skis. They're 6-1. So, their team may not look good to us, but they are 6-1, so they've beaten down on a ton of people. I guess we could take a look at their schedule and see exactly who they've played. Can we take a look at individual team schedules? Yes, we can. Okay, so let's go to the Falcons schedule and see who they've beaten. They've beaten the Titans. They lost their only game to the Panthers, but it was close. They beat the Bucks, which they don't have Tom Brady anymore. He retired. They beat the Vikings. They beat the Texans. They beat the Eagles, and they beat the Colts. Okay, so they beat Jalen Hurts, which is interesting. But really, the rest of these teams don't have a good quarterback. Baker's probably still here. The Titans probably have Ryan Tannehill, I'd guess, still is their quarterback in year number 2. I don't know who the Bucks have at quarterback. I guess we could check who the Bucks have at quarterback. Player stats. The Bucks have. They don't tell me. Oh, guys, I guess they don't tell me they have Clayton Thorson. No, they have Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is the starting quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Vikings, do they still have Kirk Cousins? No, they have a rookie from Michigan, J.C. Dorian, who is the starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. I'm guessing Baker is still here. No, Matt Corral is starting for the Carolina Panthers, and he beat the Falcons. Okay, good for him. Who's the Titans quarterback then? It is still Ryan Tannehill. I thought it was. And then we go to the Texans. They still have Davis? Or do they move on from him? They still have Davis. The Eagles, I would assume, still have Jalen Hurts. Yes, they do. And then the Colts. Who do the Colts have at quarterback? Is it still Matt Ryan? Oh, it's Teddy. That's right. We played Teddy earlier in the season. I should have remembered that. and Sean Murphy-Bundy picked him off like 3 or 4 times. I forgot about that game. That was a wild game. So we know what the Falcons have. On paper, they don't look that good, but on the field, they're 6-1. So who knows what's gonna happen in this game? I think we can win. We just gotta play good. That's basically, I just can't throw interceptions. I gotta focus. I gotta play good football with Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson, and this offense is really good. I know we can win. I really believe that we can. We can get our 3rd win back-to-back. Let's go do it in Mercedes-Benz, in Atlanta. Hope you guys are excited. Let's go see if we can win back-to-back games for the first time in franchise history.
It's week 8 of the NFL, and we've got Desmond Ridder. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Barons, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Brooklyn Barons and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come into a game truly facing a challenge, but Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one, and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different things than we've seen throughout this season, how they go about trying to move the ball downfield.
Skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And I realized that I have my microphone has been muted this first couple plays, so I apologize for that. What I was saying was, I do this all the time, and I forget that my thing was. So you probably, if you could read lips, then you know what I was saying. But unfortunately, I had it muted. But what I was saying was, Justin Fields' stat line is not great, mostly because I've been throwing interceptions. 2nd down and 13. We started the game with a nice pass to Elijah Moore, and CJ Uzomah breaks a tackle and gets a first down. And Arnold goes down with an injury, one of their left outside linebackers. I think he was the left outside linebacker. So we get a new set of downs after the Uzomah broken tackle. You love to see it. And Breece Hall gets a couple of yards. I don't think it's going to be as easy to run on the Falcons as it was to run on the Patriots, just because I think that the Patriots' defensive line wasn't as good at stopping the run as what I think the Falcons' defensive line is. And don't get me wrong, I don't think the Falcons' defensive line is amazing at stopping the run, but I got to throw this football away. I didn't have anything open. I might have had something open, but I panicked. As I usually do. That's why I have so many interceptions, because I panic a lot. It just happens, okay? I tend to panic. Throw that quickly. That's Darnell Mooney. Money with 2 O's. And that is a first down. He rolled over for it. Garrett Wilson, I like the route that you're running. I like slant routes. But Garrett Wilson doesn't get open when I need him to. That's going to be a risky throw. Woo! Elijah Moore comes back for that football. That's one of the plays that I should never throw, because it usually winds up with an interception on my resume. But I threw it. I don't learn from my mistakes, okay? I don't learn. I think no matter how we finish this year, this is going to be the final season for Robert Saleh. We gave him another year. We gave him this year. And that's going to be Garrett Wilson with a big-time catch. I love Garrett Wilson so much, man. We gave Robert Saleh this season to see what he could do. I didn't think it was fair to fire him right as we moved from New York to Brooklyn. So we gave him this season, and I just don't think he's working. He's a defensive coach. I'm an offensive player. I'm more offensive-minded than defensive-minded, so I just don't think that our chemistry fits. I got to throw that, and it's going to get bounced off of a helmet maybe. I don't even know where that happened there. I didn't really even know what to do with the ball there. So I think we're going to look in a new direction. It's no like hate on what's his face, on Robert Saleh, as Justin Fields gets sacked a bunch of times. He got sacked like 3 or 4 times there. We will take our points. It is what it is. I'm not going to risk losing out on a possible 3 points just because I feel like we can get a touchdown, even if we don't get a touchdown. So we get on the board. We score 3 points. Let's let our defense see what we can do against Desmond Ridder. Yeah, I'm upset that we got down to the 7-yard line or whatever it was and we didn't score. It is what it is, man. Sometimes you just can't score. Sometimes you just can't score. But we will see Desmond Ridder for the first time and see what he's got. We also got to go up against Kyle Pitts. That's going to be a problem. Kyle Pitts is a stud. Drake London's a stud. Their running back isn't amazing. Cordell Patterson's okay. He's pretty average. We'll see what we can do. Kyle Pitts is really the threat that we got to worry about. Here's Cordell Patterson, and we will tackle him for a gain of 1. Why does it look like Arthur Smith's hair and beard is just like super silver? Carl Nassib's going to get some pressure on Desmond Ridder, and Ridder will just heave that one out of bounds. So the free agent signing from last episode made his debut last episode. He makes pressure on Desmond Ridder, forces a 3rd down, and Ridder gets backed in the pocket. Kwity Paye, that ball is out, and Nassib gets the fumble recovery. Carl Nassib has become a fan favorite. Kwity Paye forces the ball out on the strip sack, and we get the ball. That ball popped out crazy. Josh Allen couldn't get his hands on it, but Nassib falls on top of it. And we get immediate red zone opportunity here for your Brooklyn Barons as Breece Hall breaks the first tackle and gets to the 7, right where we were last drive. And I'm rolling. I'm finding Breece Hall. He's going to get a couple yards. Actually, just 1. He's just going to get 1 yard. 3rd and 3. We cannot afford to not score here. Garrett Wilson. When we need to score, we go to Garrett Wilson. That dude is the best. He just did the... That's the celebration they do at Ohio State with C.J. Stroud and Garrett Wilson and Jackson Smith and Jigba, all those guys. Chris Olave, they do the handshake and then they do the nose thing. That was awesome. I didn't know that they put that in the game. Now, maybe other people do it, but that's just where I recognize it from, is from Ohio State, because they do it. That's so cool that they put that in the game. Let me get does it have to be blurry? Why oh, because I'm not focused on Garrett Wilson. Look at this stud, man. This dude, he's such a good receiver, man. He's such a stud. Absolute phenomenal receiver. And I know he didn't get really used in the last season when we did simulation. It was really Elijah Moore that was getting a lot of the touches and stuff. But he's the number 1. He is the guy. And we actually have a 10-0 lead over the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, we got benefit of the turnover with the forced fumble, the strip sack fumble. But still, I mean, a 10-0 lead on the road against a 6-win football team? It's pretty good. I'm not mad at it. First play of the drive after the fumble from Desmond Ridder. And we got our pressure on our defensive line. I will say that. That's going to be a catch. That is DJ Shark. And he's going to get to the 50-yard line. Really good catch and run after the catch for DJ Shark. And we can't forget Ashton Davis over there. He needs an interception or a forced fumble or a tackle for loss, something. A sack, anything to get star development. It's going to be hard because he's a safety. Unless he can get a forced fumble, he's not going to force a fumble on Kyle Pitts, that's for sure. He didn't even tackle Kyle Pitts. So it's going to be pretty difficult unless I actually user him for him to get something. But that's going to be the end of the first quarter, and we lead 10-0. I don't think, have we had a 10-0 lead at the end of the first quarter in any one of our games? I don't honestly remember. Maybe one. It hasn't been very often if we have. I'll tell you that much. They're going to play fake. This is Ashton Davis's time, but he's not moving, and Ritter's just going to throw it away. I was trying to turn into Ashton Davis, but he wouldn't. It wouldn't go to him. 2nd down and 10. There's the 31-yard line. They've got Chuba Hubbard in the backfield. He's going to roll out. They're going to give it to Drake London. I'm going to completely miss on every single tackle, and Drake London's going to go into the end zone because I completely suck at this football game. Yeah, that adds up. I don't even know how to explain what happened. I just didn't tackle him. It's as simple as that. I just didn't tackle him. Whatever. 10-7. But our offenses look pretty good, so I'm not super worried yet until our offense proves that they can't do anything. So we will see what happens on this next drive. We actually have to drive down the field now. We haven't had to do that since the first possession, so we'll see what we can do. We're going to give this to Breece Hall to start the drive, and it's going to work out for a couple yards. He's actually fighting for more than I thought he would. 6 carries, 19 yards. I really want to take a shot, but I don't think that we have the ability to. I mean, we have some really good receivers, a lot of good talent. I kind of want to take a shot, but I don't at the same time. It's a good catch from Elijah Moore. I thought it was going to be picked off. That's why I was kind of hesitant to say anything. But luckily, the ball found Elijah Moore. And I guess that kind of counts as taking a shot because that was a pretty big chunk play. 3 catches for 40 yards for Elijah Moore. I will take that. And we're going to give this to Breece Hall again. I wish that our offensive line would hold a little bit of a block instead of just shoving people. Cut it inside. That's not going anywhere. They were ready for that. They were absolutely scouted that. They read that like a book. They read that like an absolute book. The Falcons get the ball to start the second half, so we have to put some points on the board here. I don't like anything here, but I do not like that throw because Justin Fields couldn't put it in where it needed to be. We don't punt the football on the channel. You guys know this. We're not in field goal. Actually, we're in a dome. We probably would be in field goal range for Evan McPherson. But I trusted Elijah Moore. He gets a bad animation, and it goes incomplete. See, it's plays like that that just demoralize me as a player because that should be a catch. Elijah Moore shouldn't just get shoved with a shoulder and lose the football. He's an NFL wide receiver. He should be able to make that catch. But he gets a shoulder tackle, just a little nudge. That's a deep throw to Kyle Pitts. He's going to hold on to it even with Derwin James on him. And Kyle Pitts makes an absolute amazing play. Good throw by Desmond Ridder, too. Could have been better, but it was still a really good throw. And we will try to get to the quarterback. We do enough to force a bad throw, or at least make him put more steam on it than he wanted to, probably. 2nd down and 10. If we could hold to a field goal, that would be amazing. I just don't think that's going to happen. That's going to be quick throw. Murphy Bunting was there, but not enough. Drake London will hold on to it for a 1st down. Murphy Bunting bit too much on the comeback route. He thought that it was going to go back. He played a little bit too far, and he gets beat. London beats him, boxes him out. That's going to be thrown short to Drake London. He already has 1 touchdown, and he will have 2 as the Falcons take the lead in the 2nd quarter. You just got to think, man, if Elijah Moore doesn't get nudged with the shoulder, he probably holds on to that football, and who knows what happens. Maybe I turn it over the very next play. I don't know, but we'll never know because he dropped the ball on a stupid tackle animation. It wasn't even a tackle animation. It was just a nudge. Unfortunate, but we move forward. Braxton Berrios will return this, and we will get it to the 18. Yes, at 18. Okay, Justin. Let's see what we got. Play action. Maybe this will work, maybe it won't. There was also a play there on 3rd down where Justin Fields should have made the throw, but he just didn't. He makes that throw, which is weird. Garrett Wilson comes back for it and is able to complete the catch. Let's see what we can do on 1st down from the 35. Mooney's making a nice route. I don't like that. That's an interception. I thought that was more open than what it was. I thought that was more open than what it actually ended up being. Okay. Another interception for Justin Fields. No surprise there. I always throw interceptions. And that's going to be Ashton Davis, not even on the tackle. Drake London's becoming a problem. He's already got the 2 touchdowns. He is starting to become a problem for our defense. 2-minute warning is about to come. They won't get the playoff. They probably should have, but they didn't get the playoff. And I'm expecting this Falcons team to go up 21-10 on us. And I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. Big hit. Ashton Davis delivered a big hit that could have caused a fumble, but Drake London holds on to it. Man, I really want Ashton Davis to go up to star development, but I just don't think that's going to happen. It's so hard for a safety to get up to superstar. Sauce Gardner came from around the universe on that one. Wow. A corner blitz from Sauce Gardner, and he had to go a mile to get there, and it worked out. N'Kobe Dean will bring down Kyle Pitts. It's 3rd and 7. They use a timeout. They have 2 left. 1 minute and 1 second from the 13-yard line. They have to go to the 5 to get a 1st down, and it's going to be Kwity Paye was right there, forces the throwaway, so it's at best a field goal. Okay. I guess I can accept that because now it's a 7-point game and it's still a 1-possession football game. Did I hit the kicker? I didn't even move. I left off the trigger. It's Ashton Davis of all people. I don't even think I was using Ashton Davis. I think I was Jalen Mills. I don't even know. Whatever. I didn't realize that would give them a 1st down. What happened? Now I got to look back at it. I'm using Jalen Mills, as you can see. I'm using Jalen Mills. What are you doing, Ashton Davis? What are you doing? You can clearly see that I'm Jalen Mills, and I let up on the play. Why are you running into him? What is going on here? He just clearly just gets stuck on him and pushes him down. And that leads to a 1st down. Why is the screen shaking when they have momentum? Oh, that could have been off the deflection, caught for a touchdown. So instead of a field goal, they go for the fresh set of downs, which is obviously what you want to do. And that's going to be... pick it off. Derwin James, you could have picked that off. They've been trying that corner of the end zone now 2 straight times. It has been knocked incomplete both times. Will they try it a 3rd one? Back to back to back? No, they will just throw it incomplete. So somehow, we survive and don't allow them to get any points out of that. Well, any touchdown out of that. Not sure how that happened. Don't hit the kicker. We didn't, and that will be the same score as what it was going to be before the penalty. It's still a 1-possession game. I'm not sure how we didn't allow a touchdown there. Usually we would have. But we just played really, really well there. We'll start at the 25-yard line. 35 seconds to go. I don't feel confident with Justin Fields throwing deep balls. Plus, we have full momentum on their side. The screen is shaking. I hate the shaky screen. You know that I do. But I like CJ Uzomah. And he dropped it. He dropped it. No shocker there. CJ Uzama drops the ball. We'll go play action. If Penei Sewell can actually hold the block there, just heave it. Elijah Moore gets the ball. Wow, I did not think that was going to happen. Justin Fields just lets one rip for 60 yards, whatever it was. And Elijah Moore is able to come down with it. That's a similar throw to what I was trying to do with Garrett Wilson earlier in the game. Just check it down. Ooh, that's Elijah Moore. Another timeout. I just panicked there. I had to throw something. I panicked. 18 seconds. We have field goal range, but I don't want field goal. I want touchdown. Is that at all possible? Garrett Wilson deep. Maybe he clears out somehow. Garrett Wilson! You gotta be kidding me. Ah! Of course, it's the interception off the deflection. Of course it is. Because why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be an interception off the deflection? That's just what happens in this game. That's just what happens. And they get the ball to start the second half. It's 17-10. It probably should be a lot more to a lot less. Ugh, this is stupid. This is wildly frustrating. But at least we're into the second half now, so we can hopefully just end this misery before it gets worse. Is Ashton Davis on kick return duty? Maybe that can be where he gets his start development. Our rookie Godfrey is going to be able to get the tackle there, so that's cool. But we're making Desmond Ridder look like a Hall of Fame quarterback here, and he's not anywhere near that right now. So can we please do some good stuff on defense? Pick that off. No, that's not going to be picked off. That's an easy pick that we probably should have had, but we had our heads looking in other directions for some reason, and it goes for a catch. They've only ran the ball 3 times today. They've been doing a lot of play action. Carl Nassib has been a menace to society today. Okay, Carl, you might have earned yourself a contract extension just off these past 2 games alone. These past 2 games alone. You've been a menace to society. And that's going to be Quinnen Williams with the sack. That's massive. Thank you, Quinnen. Brace face himself. I don't know if he still has braces or not. That was kind of out of pocket. Good job, Quinnen. Big time sack. 3rd and 16. He just abused the right guard there. And can Josh Allen get there? That's a deep ball. Intercept it, please. Why couldn't we get the interception? I mean, they would have done that. If that would have been me one-on-one, it would have been deflected and picked off. But for us, it just goes incomplete. Whatever. Derwin James couldn't intercept it off the deflection. Just fair catch this. We don't need to get hit. We don't need to get hit at anything. Okay, so we're still down by 7. Our defense is playing okay. Like, we're not playing bad. We're just giving the defense bad scenarios because we're throwing interceptions. Oh, Breece Hall with a great run. Breaks 1 tackle. Gets to the 50. Good job, Breece. I didn't even go with the hard cut there because I didn't think I needed it, and it turns out that I didn't. And we're going to let him go up the field again. I kind of got bumped last second, and it kind of slowed my momentum down. But it worked anyway. We got 2 yards, so I guess I'll take it. We only have 195 total yards, and Breece Hall has 46 of those. 3rd and 4. Maybe this will be a running scenario. No, I think this is a passing scenario. Maybe a Justin Fields scramble. Or just check it down to Garrett Wilson. We get the first down. You love to see it. We're going to go with a run now with Breece Hall. See if we can get something. Cut it up the field. Deion Jones shut that down quickly. He is so fast, Deion Jones. He's a stud. Absolute stud of a player. That's why he's still here and a lot of their other guys are gone. I've got a man open. It's Elijah Moore. He was more open than what I thought he was. That was good recovery from whoever made the tackle there. but it finally worked. Breece Hall on the Texas route. I'll take it. I'll take it. I was looking him the entire way. I wasn't looking at anybody else. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. We're inching our way into the red zone. Give this to Breece Hall. There's no reason not to give it to him. He gets 11, maybe 12. Big time carry for Breece. You gotta love to see it, man. You gotta love to see it. The run game's finally working, and Breece Hall scores a touchdown, and we possibly tied this game. Breece Hall, baby. And that's number 1 of the year for him, and he's babying him. He's rocking him to sleep. He's burping him. Hey, man, if the run game is going to work like that, then who needs Justin Fields? Who needs the passing game? Our rookie Dominique Peck gets an injury. Hopefully that's nothing serious. But we just tied this game up, and our defense has played pretty well. This game really should be much more of a blowout in the Falcons' favor than what it is, but we've been bailed out on a couple different occasions. And Desmond Ridder comes out onto the field again. Let's user Carl Nassib and see what we can do, see if we can cause some trouble. Can we cause some trouble? Oh, please, somebody pick that. Sean Murphy-Bunting picks it off. Ashton Davis was in the vicinity, but Murphy-Bunting's the one to get it. Dislocated shoulder, that's brutal. That is brutal. Dislocated shoulder for our starting right guard, I think. Dominique Peck. But a huge interception for Sean Murphy-Bunting, who has had a fantastic season. Is he the new Patrick Surtain? Patrick Surtain was a stud for us in the Chicago Cougar series, and Murphy-Bunting might be filling those shoes. What an interception there. How many interceptions does he have in every game? Like, he's got to have some sort of record for most interceptions in consecutive weeks or something. And we're just going to continue to run the football because the Falcons haven't proven these last couple drives that they can stop it. So just keep feeding Breece Hall the football. Our blocking seems to be there. And I mean, Breece, look at these chunk plays that we're getting on the ground. He's already got 91 yards. He's gotten like 50 or 60 yards in the last 2 drives. And look at the blocking, man. Breece Hall. That's going to come back because of a late flag, which is sucky. And it's Elijah Moore, too. That sucks. We were actually getting some good momentum there with Elijah Moore, or with Breece Hall. Under a minute now in the third quarter. Give that to Ramondre Stevenson. He can't go anywhere. But if we get another call, good play call, like tight end corner. I do like Breece Hall's route here. It depends on if the middle of the field opens up. It does. Breece Hall's right there. Can he get in? He was so close. He's at the 1. He's at the 1 yard line. Do we go QB sneak Justin Fields? I think we do. QB sneak Justin Fields from the 1 yard line. I don't think we're going to snap it because Justin Fields is walking the line really slow. We can't. So we'll go, start of the fourth quarter, we'll go with QB sneak Justin Fields. They won't expect it. They won't expect it. I know last year, Madden 22, QB sneak was busted. It always worked. Is it the same here in Madden 23? Yes! Justin Fields scores! And we take the lead. We got our lead back. McPherson puts it up and through, and we lead by a touchdown, thanks to the interception from Sean Murphy-Bunting. Wow, what an up and down game this has been. I've had the highest of highs and the lowest of lows in this one game itself. But hey, we're riding a high right now. We are leading by a touchdown in the fourth quarter. And our defense on the last 3 or 4 drives have been really good. Can we continue it? Can we keep it up? If Desmond Ridder keeps throwing balls like he did, Ashton Davis got juked out of his shoes there. Okay, not a great start. Not a great start to the drive. From the 38-yard line, Desmond Ridder under center. They're going to actually run the football, and they're going nowhere. Chuba gets knocked for a loss. Kwity Paye, the man who forced the fumble early in the game. I wish it would have been Ashton Davis who got the tackle for loss there, but whatever. Ritter has time in the pocket, finds Drake London. Does he down before the first down? 3rd and inches. Pinch. I tried to pinch everybody. I couldn't get it in time. I was struggling to figure it out. I struggle with making adjustments like that. I'm not quick. I'm not quick enough. I was trying. I knew it was going to be a run play, so I was trying to pinch everybody and blitz everybody, but it didn't really work that well. 46-yard line. They're going to give it to Cordell Patterson again. Ashton Davis was in on that. I think they're going to give it credit to not Ashton Davis. Ooh, that's tough. Ashton Davis was right there. Do we count that as a tackle for loss? I know it doesn't count in the assist or in the stat sheet, and they probably won't give it to him. But Ashton Davis was right there on the play. That's up for debate, man. That's up for debate. They're not going to count it in the stat sheet, so it won't. They gave it to, I think it was Kwity Paye who got the actual tackle, but Ashton Davis was right there. Oh, that's a deep ball. Sauce Gardner!
And he fires one that's intercepted. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to
Sauce Gardner just picked off Desmond Ritter. Cincinnati teammates in college. He just picked off Desmond Ritter, and we have the lead in the 4th quarter. I was so stunned because I didn't think that he was going to pick it off. I really didn't. And Breece Hall will take it for a couple yards. I mean, we got to run this clock down. We got to just try and win this game as any way possible. And look at the blocking. Breece Hall. He's been so good. Where has this come from? Why is the offensive line and the receivers all of a sudden being like super stud blockers? The first half, we couldn't do anything on the ground. And now we're getting like 5-6 yards a carry. Even more sometimes. I mean, we're the 31st ranked offense in the league. I don't know who's worse than us. I don't know what team is worse than us in the offensive category, but somebody is. And we're just like running the football down the Falcons' throat. We're getting great blocking. Breece Hall is taking it for chunk play after chunk play. 21 carries, 126 yards. He's being a stud. If we can get this to the 2-minute warning, they're going to start using their timeouts. Oh, why does he never hold? The left guard never holds their... Oh, no. He called for the sideline. That is not good. We cannot have our best receiver call for the sideline with an injury. I don't like that one bit. Did he fall for a first down there? He did. Breece. We have the 32nd ranked rushing offense, and we have 139 today. Upper arm fracture. Oh, that is not good. That is not good. I can't even do anything. Okay, there we go. That is not good at all. Upper arm fracture for Garrett Wilson. I don't know how long he's going to be out, but he's going to be out for a good amount of time. They're going to start using their timeouts here. If I can just get into field goal range, maybe, that could be good. But then again, I want to score another touchdown, but I don't want to get too greedy, especially now that we don't have Garrett Wilson out there. If Breece can fight for more yards, I'll take that. They have one more timeout left. Do we run the football again and guarantee that they use their timeout? Because if we run this ball and we don't get the first down, they'll use their timeout, and I don't think we're in field goal range for McPherson. But I trust and believe in this running team, and we got it. This game might be over. We might have just stolen a victory, and I mean stolen a victory against a 6-1 football team on the road for our first ever back-to-back. And CJ Uzomah goes down with an injury to stop the clock. That is just great. That is not what I wanted to see because we're trying to run as much clock out as possible. But Breece Hall gets up the field. 3rd and 6. Uzomah can come back. Maybe he shouldn't come back, but he is. This play's worked before. In this game, it's worked. Hopefully it works again. It will. No, Brees dropped it. He even went possession catch. He drops it. So we rely on Evan McPherson, the second-year man. Please make this. Please make this, Evan. 10-point game. 2-possession game. 1:14 to go. No timeouts for the Atlanta Falcons. We may have just sealed ourselves back-to-back victories. And it's the defense that did it today, not the offense. I mean, yeah, the offense scored the touchdowns, but it's the defense that gave us a bunch of opportunities to be put in great situations to score those touchdowns. And Desmond Ridder is completely sold this last couple of minutes of the game. He's got 2 bad interceptions. One to Murphy Bunting, one to Sauce Gardner. I'm glad Sauce Gardner got an interception. He's kind of been struggling in coverage. That's going to be caught and brought down. Cordell Patterson. Keep him in bounds, which is beautiful. Unless Ashton Davis makes something happen on this possession, he's not going to get star development, which sucks. It's 4th and inches. They didn't give him a first down there. Kind of shocking. I thought they would give him a first down. Would they give this to Cordell Patterson? No, it's going to be a quarterback throw. Caught. Josh Allen couldn't bring him down. Nobody could bring the tight end, the backup tight end down. 41 seconds. Desmond Ridder is trying. He's going to drop this down. It's Drake London. That ball's out! Godfrey picks it up, the rookie! Quiddy Pay gets injured, which is very unfortunate. Derwin James popped the ball out, and the rookie Godfrey jumps on it. Look at that from Derwin. He just popped that ball, or did... Wait, did Ashton Davis pop that? Did Ashton Davis just pop this ball out with the last play he had on defense? I think he did. I think Ashton Davis is the reason this ball came out. Unless they gave it to Derwin James. But Ashton Davis makes the animation like he's moving his shoulder to pump that ball out. I mean, Ashton Davis laid a big hit on his teammate Derwin James. Oh my God. I think Ashton Davis just got a forced fumble with the very last play on defense. And then Godfrey jumps on it to seal it for us. We got to check the stat line. This is too big to wait until the end of the game. We got to go to the Barons. We got to go to defense. Ashton Davis. Forced fumble. Please say it's so. They give it to Derwin James. They gave it to Derwin James. There's no way that Derwin popped that ball out. There's no way that Derwin pops this ball out. Look at Ashton Davis. Davis is the reason that ball is out. Right? He's got to be the reason. Oh, that's so tough to call. That is so tough to call. They both are right there. Wow, that is tough. That is very tough to call. You guys are going to have to make the call here. Because they're not going to give it to him. They've already given the tackle or the forced fumble to Derwin James. So Ashton Davis will not get star development after this game. But you guys got to make the call here. Do I give Ashton Davis star development after the fact? Do you think that this is his forced fumble, or do you think it's Derwin James? Because you guys are the judge. I will do what you think. If you think that Derwin James caused it, then I will just leave him at normal development. But if you think that he gets this forced fumble, then I will certainly go and give him star development. It's so close. It is unbelievably close. Obviously, Derwin James's arm is right there at the football, so that's why I think Madden gives him the call. But, I mean, does that ball pop out if Ashton Davis is not right there? Maybe, but we'll never know. It certainly does look like Ashton Davis like shoulder blocks it and pumps it out, pushes it out. But man, that's a tough call. That is so close, but it's up to you guys. Whatever you think is the right call is what we will do. But Ashton Davis, man. Ashton Davis, is it his forced fumble? Does he get star development? I don't know. You guys are the judge. Let me know down below in the comments what you think we should do with Ashton Davis there. Should he stay at normal development or should he go up to star? That's going to be the final play of the game. We are actually going to win, man. 2 games in a row. Oh. And with everything that happened in this game, the interceptions, the Garrett Wilson injury, oh man. Our defense played out of their skeeves today. Wow. The Brooklyn Barons are going to be a 3-win football team in year number 1. Man, what a game. What a game. Justin Fields, 15 of 23, 198 yards, a touchdown and 2 interceptions. Breece Hall, man, like we just all of a sudden became a running football team. 29 carries, 154 yards, and a touchdown for Breece. A touchdown on the QB sneak for Justin Fields that gave us the lead. And then receiving, Elijah Moore had a good day. Garrett Wilson had a good day. Please don't let that injury be a long time. Please, please, please. Defensively, amazing game. 5 tackles for Tremaine Edmonds. 2 tackles for loss. Ashton Davis has a tackle for loss. When did Ashton Davis get a tackle for loss? So we're not going to need to judge the forced fumble on the last play of the game for defense because they're going to give it to him anyway. He's got a tackle for loss. I couldn't tell you when he got the tackle for loss, but he did. 3 interceptions, or not 3 interceptions, 3 sacks for the defense there. 2 interceptions, Murphy Bunting and Sauce Gardner. What a wild game. It turns out that we are going to get Ashton Davis star development. Let's go see Ashton Davis get his development upgrade. Here we are. We've got the breakout player scenario. Coach, I put in a lot of work this year, and I'm finally starting to see the results on the field. I appreciate you putting my talent to good use. Ashton Davis with star development. Yes! That's massive. And 20,000 XP for the defensive backs. That is big time, but here it is. Please don't let it be massive. Only 2 weeks. We only have to go 2 weeks without Garrett Wilson. That's very much doable. Very, very much doable. Okay. Oh, man. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look at the video because I don't remember him having a tackle for loss. Ashton Davis gets 3 upgrade points. We'll give 1 to zone. We'll give 1 to zone, 1 to hybrid, and we'll give another 1 to zone. So he's a 77 overall, but his morale boosts him down to a 77. He's really a 78 overall, and now he has now he has star development. I'm so happy. That game couldn't have gone better, really. Like, it was ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we got the win and we got Ashton Davis star development. So that's a massive W. And by the way, we're no longer the worst team in the division. The Bills are 3-5. So the Dolphins are 4-3. This division is up for grabs. What a wild season this has been. And it's only going to get even more wild because we're taking on the Browns next episode, and then we take on the Cowboys, then the Bills. You guys got to stick around because it's going to be wild. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.